And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. This game will feature AAA baseball from the International League. It's the Nashville Sounds and the Memphis Redbirds. We'll be back to get this one started
Ladies
after
and gentlemen, your Memphis Redbirds.
Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Caleb Durbin. And we are underway.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Lifted in the air, right field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Looking at his swing right now, the mechanics just seem out of whack. Might need to go back to how he was swinging it earlier this year. In the air, out towards right center. Delayed, in position. And there's 2 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Darren George. Some serious power. On the ground, right side, Prieto. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. End of a half inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Antico. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and it goes just foul. Antico goes 5'9", 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2021. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out. Next to hit, Jose Fermin. Too much swing and miss at the plate recently. Almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5.
1-0.
Here's the 1-0 offering.
What?
Bunting, and it's in the air. Hauls it in on the run. So digging in, Lucan Baker. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Got it. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. Smell like you've just played extra innings? Time to clean off with Sudsy Susie's Body Wash. Now with the scent and flavor of cilantro. Top half of the second from Memphis. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Fouled off to the right. And here's the 0-2. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side, and that's just foul. Fly out to center field. Antico on the way over. 1 up, 1 down. And now the center fielder, Adam Duvall. Good power, not so great at getting on base. Grounds it to short. Barrero. And now 2 gone. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Brock Wilken. He swings and fouls one off. Swing lifted to left field. That's pretty far back. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. No score. Back at Busch Stadium, bottom half of the 2nd. And now the DH, Chris Rotondo. There's a strike.
One.
Swing and a miss, late cut there. He reached back and blew
0-2.
the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Jose Barrero, the next to hit. And a strike. Plenty of zip on that fastball. You can hear it sizzling, even from the press box. Looks sharp. 2 away now.
Batting 6, the catcher, Gavin.
Next up for the Redbirds, Gavin Collins. This one is in there. That's strike 1. Really spotting the fastball well early in this one. If he can continue to do that, it should be a solid game. That one is...
Hey, this is Rob. I can't get to the phone.
Foul, we'll see another. 2 outs, bases empty. Hard ground ball, that's a base hit. And that extends the inning. He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't exactly square it up, but that's a good approach paying off. And now, Cesar Prieto. And a base hit. That's 2 straight 2-out hits. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Foul ball there. Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. In there, picks up the K. And that ends the inning. Wears the emotion on the sleeve, but as a pitcher, that's okay as long as you're getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of the jam. All set for the start of this inning. Digging in next for the Sounds, Freddie Zamora. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. So up next, Luis Lara went hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. That one fouled off. And that one hammered. Now this one back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. The batter now, Tyler Black.
The first baseman, number 7, Tyler Black.
And they say he went. We're here in the top half of the third. 1 run in the inning so far. And it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Now here's the 0-2. This one is labeled. It's back. Snags it on the warning track.
Now batter, the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Caleb Durbin. Edge of the zone for a strike.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And goes down on strikes. That is out number 3. And we're back here in Indianapolis as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Ryan Valade.
Yeah! 0-1.
And he grounds it to the right side. And it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's It's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. Back to the top of the order here. Digging in for the Redbirds, Mike Antico. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-1. Out to center. Duvall. And quickly 2 away. Jose Fermin will hit next. First time up was a pop out. That one out to right. Can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Home team down by 1. Here in the back end of the third inning. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down. Top of the fourth inning with the Sounds at the dish. Puts it in the air to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's the power hitting catcher, Darren George. 0 for 1. Might have extra bases on this one. He turns and heads for second. And into second with 1 away. That's a double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Beautiful swing there leads to the double. And the hitting coach has to figure out how they can make that the default swing going forward. A base hit. Runner around third. Crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0. He comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it. Just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive. Base knock into the outfield. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Comes up empty, strike 2. Smart work on the mound. He knows this hitter likes to chase out of the zone. That time he couldn't connect on that slider down. Oh my, right to the backstop. And now a runner in scoring position. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. On the ground to the left. 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brock Wilken.
Brock Wilken getting ready to hit. Both the pitcher and catcher have noticed how aggressive these hitters have been early in the count. Might see if they can get them to chase. Fly ball out to right. Makes the catch. They limit the damage here. Welcome back. The Redbirds at the dish here in the bottom of the fourth. We're in Memphis, so of course you'll want to check out the barbecue options at the concession stand. I've heard the BBQ nachos are not to be missed. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. 1 down.
Now batting,
stepping to the plate for Memphis,
hitter,
Chris Rotondo. Grounded out the first time. And that one fouled off. 1 out and the base is empty. Rotondo, 25 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe going to have to fight one or two off. Racing over to make the catch. So digging in, Jose Barrero, 0 for 1 so far.
Ball, that's down.
That curveball had no business getting a strike.
One ball, one
the hitter
strike.
was ready to crush it, but it never quite got to where it should have. Pitcher knows he dodged a bullet there. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down and nobody aboard. Struck out swinging. Nice job out there as he gets him. We're in the top half of the 5th. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Freddie Zamora.
Hee-haw! No balls, 1 strike.
In the air to left center. Lunges for it. Can't make the catch. Hammered that one with a really nice all-around swing. And he hit it pretty deep before it fell in for the knock. Man on at first. And now the right fielder, Luis Lara. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. That one is smoked. Right field. This one's back there. And caught on the warning track. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit.
Black.
And now the first baseman, Tyler Black.
Ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Fouled off. He was late. Runner at first, 1 away. Munoz throws
He's
over.
in there.
And the pitch. Swings through it. Some nasty action on his sinker. And hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. Here's the 1-2 offering. Fights that one off. Will reset and do it again. One, 2 now. Here's a grounder right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. Fell behind in the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. Rolled over on that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit. Durbin, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Fly ball out to left field. Davis under it. And now 2 down. Next up for the Sounds, Owen Miller. Swing and a high fly to left. It's pretty deep. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Gavin Collins.
The catcher, Gavin Collins.
Foul ball there. 0-1, here's the pitch. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Coming up to the dish for Memphis, Cesar Prieto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Miller drifts towards it. And there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Chase Davis. 1 for 3 on Wednesday.
Ball.
2 outs, bases empty. This is a better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well.
Hee-ha! 2-1.
Nice eye right there. He's had great control all game, but it's a 3-ball count now. Batter has to be ready to hit. Out to short. Throw to first in time. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. 5 innings down, the Sounds out front, 2-0. Back at Busch Stadium, now up Darren George. Awesome speed, strong power at the dish. He's got the kind of athletic profile that scouts absolutely covet. That makes for a very intriguing prospect. Now this one's crushed down the line, hooking, foul ball. Good swing, loud contact, just a little too early, and he pulled it foul. Got to keep the weight back a touch. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Ripped into the outfield. Base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
The left fielder, number 9, Jake Bauer.
Here comes the manager.
Now pitching for
So
the
they turn
Redbirds.
things over to the righty, Matt
Number
Sponson.
49.
This game is still pretty tight,
Matt
so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Jake Bowers. 1 for 2. On 0-1, the delivery. Strike 2.
0-2.
Runner at first, nobody out. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Next offering is
1-2.
outside. Couldn't hold back, run up on strikes. 1 gone now in the top of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Adam Duvall. And swing and miss. That's great location to tie him up on the hands. That's a good spot. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Chris Roycroft getting loose out there. Ludus also getting ready. And there's a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Now a flare off the bat. That's a base hit as a run scores. Picks himself up an RBI. I might want to go back and see where the outfielders were set up for that one. Off the bat, it looked like a simple pop out, but it found a spot to settle in for a hit. Digging in next for the Sounds, Freddie Zamora. And he's already gone yard in this one with a solo homer in the 3rd inning. We'll see if he can launch another one out of here. Grounder to the left side, and that's just foul. The 0-1. Ground ball could be 2. Fires to second. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. We're back here at the ballpark. I'm Ben Gelman in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Ryan Valade chases a high fastball there. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Lifted down the left side, and there's one away. And now the center fielder, Mike Antico. This one high in the air, out to left center. It's pretty deep. Hauls it in, 2 away. Jose Fermin now at the plate. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off down the right side. Might need to start the swing a bit sooner with that excellent heat. Swings and misses. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. We're through 6 full innings. Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Ludus, coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Now a fly ball to right center, going back pretty deep, hauls it in for the out. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall. Tyler Black digs in now. Just off the inside edge. Ludus goes 6'5". He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he sometimes goes to the curveball. Pops it up, foul on the left side. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Here's the second baseman, Caleb Durbin. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. This one to right. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the inning, digging in for the Redbirds, Lucan Baker.
She's mad at us. She's mad at us. First,
Well, first of all, welcome to the show. How long is it going to take? I gotta get to the spa. Wow. Okay. Who are some of your influences? Well, Napoleon was a pal. Bieber, of course, for obvious reasons. Caligula was a wild man. I gotta say that. You got a little. Yeah. What do you hear? Never mind. Let's up the ante. Superb. You've been haunting this metaphysical astral plane for over 600 years. You ever allowed yourself to, contemplate the infinite nature of time? Nope. How are the ribs, by the way? So it's eerily reminiscent of a guy in Seattle. You sure you're okay? Yep. Because I have a question for you. Who the hell are you?
People forget that it was a rebuild year, and then you guys rattle off a really great year. We're talking about Sam Darnold being MVP until week 16.
I get it because JJ's the guy, but he played so well, and I get that, he did.
Okay, they go.
Yeah, say something.
Orders of the garlic chicken and the 3 orders of the white rice. And the soup, dude. Oh, and the wonton soup. And cookies fortune. Hey, and the fortune cookies. Yeah, so it's just the chicken, the rice, the soup, and the fortune cookies, and that's it. And then you can put it in a brown paper bag and come put it in my hand because I'm ready to eat. I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games. No, no, and then. 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 No, no, and then. It's starting to piss me off, lady. And then I'm going to come in there and I'm going to put my foot in your ass and you say, and then again.
How much of that movie was ad-libbed from Jim Carrey? Because there's at least the
I think it took me 21 years to realize. It took me 21. Had a real awakening.
Be a thrill.
Back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin quarter mile.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Watch this.
When the NFL orders of the garlic chicken and the 3 orders of the white rice.
God says.
Yes, sir. My father message.
I don't think Jackson's
My.
Later.
I found it in.
It was tough. And a fly ball.
My first job with.
Come on, Jackie, you lost. I'm running your family. You're gone, Jackie Moon. Jackie Moon is ejected from the game. What did I say? That's my seat. One lucky fan will go home with a game ball. That's your head next time. You're a big baby, Jackie.
Jackie Moon and the referee really going at it here.
I didn't say anything.
That's my seat.
I barely raised my voice.
That's my seat.
I barely raised my voice.
I should call your mother.
You need a phone to heaven to do that.
Maybe your mom didn't go to heaven. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh no.
Hey, thank you very much. I want to thank Coach Fickle for let me come in and speak to you guys. I would like to introduce Big Cat, Dan Katz back there. He's the brains. I don't want to be a long time, but I travel around the country. I have an office. All I do is study film, and I love football. I've seen some things. I'd like to just give you 4 quick observations. Would you like it? Okay, number one, everybody has dreams. I mean, everybody's got dreams of winning the Big Ten, getting in the playoffs, getting a new NIL deal. Everybody has what? Dreams. I'm into nightmares. You guys got to end people's dreams. You understand it? Miami, Ohio's coming in here in a couple months. You end your dreams, okay? And then you get on with the schedule. But everybody's got dreams. Now, it's your job to end those dreams and become a nightmare coming out of the tunnel, yes? Okay, number 2 is there's a thing called the team. It's called the what? The team.
All right, now, wait.
Stay home and eat all the freaking chips, Kip.
Boy, don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day. Besides, we both know I'm training to become a cage fighter.
Since when, Kip? You have the worst reflexes of all time.
Try and hit me, Napoleon.
What?
I said come down here and see what happens if you try and hit me.
Such an idiot.
Let me see what your best move is.
I'll go get it.
Jeez.
All right, now, wait.
I'm sorry. Are you saying meow?
Am I saying meow?
I thought.
Don't think, boy. Now, do you know how fast you were going? Now, what is so damn funny?
I could have sworn you said meow.
Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Am I jumping around all nimbly-bimbly from tree to tree?
No.
Am I drinking milk from a saucer? But do you see me eating mice? Hey, you stop laughing right now.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to have to give you a ticket on this.
But
No buts, meow. That's the law. Not so funny, meow, is it?
Stay home and eat all...
2-2 to Doyle.
Tyler Alexander, look what I found. Watch this. Turn your glove around. Look what I found. Everybody.
Water. 14 feet above the keel in 10 minutes. In the forepeak, in all 3 holds. And in boiler room 6. That's right, sir.
When can we get underway, damn it?
That's 5 compartments.
These two storied rival teams going at it. Once again, NFC North at stake. Rodgers, last time he saw the Pack knocked out in the first quarter, broken collarbone. First quarter, marches him down the field. Here on 3rd and goal, looking for Jared Boykin, but finding Chris Conte for the INT.
Great play by Conte. Came off his receiver, made the play on the prospective receiver.
So here comes Jay Cutler, looking for Brandon Marshall, 37 yards on the pitch.
You gonna be all right there?
Are you looking for more Christian friends? We have a young adult Christian community.
It started as a
Look who is an owner of the Cowboys, Warden Hazen.
This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone, like he did with that low fastball. Hammered for a base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right
Now
over the
batting,
middle, and
the
he collected the
designated
single because of it.
Hondo.
Next up for the Redbirds, Chris Rotondo. Nice outing working late into this game, and a first pitch strike rate better than 70%. The pitching coach will give him props for that. Baker takes his lead at first, nobody out. Puts this one in the air, down the line. Towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Barrero. Swings through that one, 0-1 now. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. Fights that one away, the count remains 0-2. The Redbirds trailing by 3. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. What discipline to lay off the high 0-2 fast. This one swung on, hit very well, way back there. And it slams off the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming to the plate, relay, throw home. The tag, out.
Now batting, the catcher.
I know they're looking for a spark, but down like this, every out becomes that much more precious. Tough to see that runner get tagged out at the plate. And here's the catcher, Gavin Collins. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Runner at second, 2 down.
No balls, 1 strike. Ball. 1-1.
Fair ball. Coming around third. Comes across to score.
Yeah. Did you guys let Missy know about my mail?
Yeah.
So they could send it to the group home?
Yep.
What'd she say?
She said she was gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want this upstairs?
I'm still.
Oh, working on it. Okay.
I'll bring it upstairs for.
No problem.
All right. What about Katie? Is she leaving now?
Well, I was just saying goodbye because I was down here.
Oh, okay.
Groceries are here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you. When will I see you next week? All right, sounds good.
It's an RBI single.
Yep, you
And
too.
it cut it to a 2-run deficit. Now a chance for Cesar Prieto.
0-1.
Fouled off to the right. The Redbirds with the tying run at the dish. That one a little bit high. What a take with 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater, so they get 1 run. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Chris Roy Crawford.
You've reached past.
And he's struggled to consistently throw strikes this season. His walk rate is less than ideal. Foul ball there. Laced down the line, could be extra bases. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Here comes the throw. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the 8th. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. This one is labeled. Can't get to it. It drops into the corner. The run scores from second. And they take a 3-run lead. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And there's a hit. Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. Out goes to first, and he gets back safely. Adam Duvall, the next to hit. 1 for 3. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. The flip to second, and it's a double play. Stepping to the plate now from Nashville, Brock Wilken. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Gets on base and keeps it going. And now the shortstop, Freddie Zamora. He's already homered in this ballgame. Chop left side. There with plenty of time. Inning over. And we're back here in Indianapolis. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Chase Davis. Grounder up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. He was ready to go on the first pitch, and it paid off. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Mario Castilla gives way. Great effort on the mound, exits in line for the win, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get the left-hander on now. Tyler Alexander, one of their better relievers. Really tough to get to out there. The layout at the plate for the 3rd time. Fans on that one. Chases a high fastball there. With the leadoff hitter aboard, the pitcher is looking to cut down that threat. Maybe a ground ball can help them get him off the bases. Maybe even a double play. The Sounds up by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th. pop up, foul on the right side. Black settles underneath it. 1 away. Mike Antico will hit next. Little chopper rolls foul. With his speed, it'll be really tough for the defense to turn to. And at this level, they may even rush the play and make an error. That's what makes him a weapon in spots like this. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Runner at first, 1 away.
Holy shit.
0-2, here's the pitch. Fights it off, we'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Gets him swinging. That wasn't an overpowering fastball, just low 90s, but he found a way to get it by him, even in a hittable location. More than one way to get a strikeout. Tracks it down for the out, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Brewers.
It's the top of the ninth,
Number
and there's a new
74.
pitcher on the mound, Nick Anderson. Having a tough go of it against left-handed hitters this year, giving up too much good contact. Popped up. There's one down. So up next, Tyler Black. Close one, but doesn't get the call. Just a hair inside, at least in the judgment of the plate umpire. If the pitcher adapts and gets a better feel for the zone, he'll be fine. Late with the swing, strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Sam Robertson up and loosening in the pen. O'Brien also throwing. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And the count 1-2.
Are Missy and CJ here? Oh. Okay.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. Durbin, the batter now, whiffs for strike one. Tough to make contact on pitches that high up. Out in front and foul to the left side. This pitch popped up. And that's the end of the inning. Nothing. Back at Busch Stadium, so bottom of the ninth. And here's the first baseman, Lucan Baker. There's a strike. Next one's fouled back. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Now here's the 0-2. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first, and very nicely done for the out. He's 2 outs away. And here is Chris Rotondo. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. The 0-1 from the lefty. Top of the zone for a called strike. Battling here, fouls it away. And again on 0-2. Lifted in the air to right center. Lara. 2 away. So down to their final out of this one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
0-2, waves at that one.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 5-1 is how this one ends. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Some Double-A baseball in the Southern League coming your way. It's the Biloxi Shuckers and the Montgomery Biscuits. Ready to go now. Here's a big power threat, fielder. And we're underway.
That's inside.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 1-1.
2-1.
This one is labeled. And there's one down. Here's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Line drive, that's a base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. Here's some real power at the plate, Damian Miller. Grounder left side, slides but can't come up with it. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. Throw pulls him off the bag and he's safe. What a great swing there. He really put a lot into that base hit. Right down the line, didn't overdo it, and kept it fair for a knock. Digging in, Gil Lara. Foul ball there. Merrifield on third. Miller at first, 1 out. That one fouled off. Pitch
1
misses.
ball, 2 strikes.
And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Hits the fence. 1 runs in. And here comes the runner. Now a relay to the plate. Not in time.
He beat it.
Safe at home. It's 2-0. 1 out and a runner at second. Now the left fielder, J.D. Martinez. Lunging, but it drops for a hit. Throw pulls him off the bag and he's safe. 4 hits in a row, and they're really seeing the ball well. Nice line drive cut. They're heading everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. Next to hit, David Peralta. To first, maybe a 2-ball. There's one. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Chandler Simpson. He swings and fouls one off. Simpson, 24 years old, a former first-rounder back in 2022. Next one's fouled back. 0-2, and the delivery. Battling here, fouls it away. This one the other way. Dunks one into left. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he collected the single because of it. Now it's the right fielder, Mason Auer. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. This one is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. With the speedy runner at first and a hitter with good wheels too, the infielders know they need a hard-hit grounder if they're going to turn 2. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, struck him out. And there's one down. Here's the third baseman, Curtis Mead. Some serious heat, 97 on that fastball. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Tosses to first. They get the out on the safe play, but I think they could have tried for 2. Next up for the Biscuits, Will Simpson. Struggling to knock in runs in recent at-bats, hitting beneath the Mendoza line with teammates in scoring position this month. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2, you're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. Swings and misses, struck him out. So one hit. The Shuckers at the plate here in the second inning. The third baseman, number 36, digs in now. Fouled off down the right side. Right side, hard hit. And that's an out.
Batting 8, the designated
Digging
hitter,
in for the
Anthony
Shuckers, Anthony Rizzo.
Ball, that's too high.
This one in the air, center field. That's out number 2. And now, Vladimir Restituyo, looking for better results than last night, an 0-for-4 line in the loss. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Makes a nice running catch. Midway through the bottom half of inning number 2. And now, Tatum Levins. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss. That's a K. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. And he should be strutting out there right now. 3 pitches, all heaters, and he gets the K. Impressive stuff. Coming up to the dish for Montgomery, Brock Jones. Struggling to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. 1 out and the base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Mac Horvath will hit next. He's started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And that's number 8. Only 1 to go. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. 2 outs and nobody aboard. In the air to center, Restituyo moving under this one. That is the inning. Top half, third inning, stepping in, Fielder. Swings and misses. And the slider right there.
0-1's the count.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Nicely done for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Singled and scored the first time around. Bashes this one to deep left center. That's got a chance. It's off the wall. Chance at a three-bagger. The relay throw. He is safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. Merrifield standing at third, one away in this inning. Swing lifted to left field. Going back pretty deep. There to make the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Play at the plate, not in time. 3-0. Now a chance for Gil Lara. Drove in two with a double the first time up. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. An absolute meteor to left. A solo shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. So 2 down. J.D. Martinez now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And this one's carrying. Brings it in for the third out. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jalen Battles. 0-1. Really spotting the fastball well early in this one. If he can continue to do that, it should be a solid game. Fly ball down the line. On the move, has a play, and he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, the first baseman.
Next to hit, Ricardo Genoves. He is cruising out there on the mound right now. With 7 straight set down, he's in complete control. This one popped up on the way over. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Batting order turns over. Stepping to the plate now for Montgomery, Chandler Simpson. 1 for 1, led off the bottom of the first with a single. That's the first pitch they've taken for a ball in this one, and it's been a long time coming. The 1-1 offering. Bunting for a hit. Throw to first in time. They thwart the... This broadcast is brought to you by Montresor Basement Design. Brick by brick, they'll help you secure what's important. Welcome back to Montgomery, top of the 4th inning.
Ball 1, no strike.
Not a great outing so far with 4 runs allowed in 3 frames. He'll need to be efficient from here on to work much deeper into this one. Line drive, puts it away for the out. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. The third base... baseman.
0-1's
Now
the
in the
count.
box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swings through that one for a strike 2. Love the front door
0-2.
slider. The batter often will cheat the hands to not get beat by an inside fastball, and that draws the swing off plane. Nice pitching. Ground ball left side. Mead. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th. Nice late-breaking slider there. Hitter was out in front, and that's a recipe for a weak grounder like you just saw. Rizzo, the batter now, whiffs for strike 1.
0-1.
Attacking the zone in this first inning, but the hitters haven't been fooled because too many strikes have leaked over the middle of the plate. On the ground, right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of the 4th inning now. The Shuckers out in front, 4-0. Welcome back. The Biscuits at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
The right fielder, Mason.
The fried chicken at the concession stand might be the most... popular item here in Montgomery, so fans will want to get theirs early before they sell out. That one finds the zone. Auer stands at 6 foot even, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2021. Nice location on that high fastball, 97 on the radar gun. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Digging in for the Biscuits, Curtis Mead, 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. This is a more patient at bat than we've seen from the rest of this lineup. He's done well to get ahead 2-0. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Got it. 2 outs already in the home 4th. Pitcher and catcher obviously in sync right now, just rolling out there.
Simpson.
Next up, the designated hitter, Will Simpson. First at bat was a strikeout.
0-1.
Next one's fouled back. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down and nobody aboard. Struck out swinging. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball. We're back here at the ballpark. Top 5, Ben Gelman here, and leading it off, Vladimir Restituyo. And this one right back to the mound. Play is made, 1 gone. The lineup flips over, and here is Fielder. The outfielder's very deep. They don't want anything going over their heads. This lineup's doing the pitcher a favor swinging so early in there at bats. Might want to be a bit more patient, drive up that pitch count. Hit hard, that gets through. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Here comes the skipper, and coming up to the dish for Biloxi, Whit Merrifield.
82, Paul Gervais.
Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. It doinks off the pole and it's gone. For that one, a 2-run blast, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0. That one was in doubt all the way to the end. He hammered it down the line, but it wasn't clear whether it'd be fair or foul. Once it clanged off the pole, he got to smile and round the bases. Now up, Damian Miller.
Ball. 1-0.
And that's a one-out single. Stepping to the plate for Biloxi, Gil Lara. He's already gone yard in this game.
Ball.
A laser into the outfield. To Wayne.
Oh my God, it actually happened. The Cowboys just traded for Tyreek Hill. In return, the Dolphins got their second-round pick and a third-round pick in next.
Runner at first. And here at the plate, J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2. Belted deep to left center and gone. Flexes the power with that swing. A 2-run shot. And they add to the lead. 2 away here, nobody on. And now, David Peralta.
Bad people.
Fly ball left field. Makes the catch. That ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But they had the power bats working this inning with bottom half of the 5th, and the Biscuits batting.
Yeah! 0-1's the count.
Comes up empty, strike 2. Just can't catch up to the heat. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Now here's the 0-2. Got the batter looking for the K. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Coming up to the dish for Montgomery, Brock Jones. Struck out swinging the first time. More than 80% of his first pitches are strikes so far. That's a good sign for this outing. Chases a high fastball there. Way too cavalier an approach from this lineup. They seem to be swinging at everything. Swings and misses, it's a strikeout. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Mac Horvath getting ready to hit.
Hey!
That one fouled off. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Gets a piece, stays alive. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. 5 innings down. The Shuckers have the edge, 8-0. Top of the 6th, digging in for the Shuckers, the third baseman, number 36. That one hammered center field. This one carrying. And caught on the warning track. Off the bat, I thought he had a round tripper, but that wind blowing in from center knocked it down. Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Rizzo. Line, and that's a base hit. Now a flare off the bat. And a base hit. Lead runner stops at second. We head back to the top of the lineup. Next up for the Shuckers, fielder. 1 for 3. Base hit into the outfield. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out. Whit Merrifield, the next to hit. And a double would complete the cycle. Rips one to right. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. And that ends the inning. Amazing execution. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Just missed. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. This pitch misses. 3-1. They haven't been able to put up much offense in this one, but on a 3-1 count, that might change. We'll see how it goes. Late with the swing there. That was gassed down the middle, but the swing was still late. Might have to start the hands a little earlier to connect on that one. One up, one down. Stepping to the plate now for Montgomery, Ricardo Genoves. First time up was a pop-out. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes down on strikes. And there are 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Chandler Simpson. Outfield pretty shallow here. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the catcher, Damian Miller. And that one hammered. This one has a chance, and it's gone. Wastes no time on this one. 9th homer of the year. It's 9-0. It's a party at the plate for him in this ball game. 4 homers now. Seems like they enjoy taking 360-foot laps. Gil Lara will hit next. Already a homer for him in this one. Oh, gloves it, and they get the out. He did a great job to go to the backhand, make the diving stop, then get up and complete the play. That'll fire up the dugout. Martinez, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And it's strike 2. 1 run in the inning so far. Here in the top half of the 7th. This one the other way. Gets down, base hit. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. That's a swing every hitting coach and scout loves to see. Just a shot into the gap the other way. Hitters who can do that consistently usually have a ton of success. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
The batter, number 36.
So a runner aboard, stepping to the plate for Biloxi, number 36. This one's crushed deep to left, way out of here. Home run. An absolutely titanic shot. 2nd home run of the inning for him. It's 11-0. These guys are feeling it right now. 5 homers in this ball game. Absolutely torching the ball. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Bases are empty with 2 away. Now at the plate, 43. Anthony Rizzo.
Hunter Biggie.
Towards first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Mason Auer. Hard to pitch as well as he has in this game without throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, and he's up over 70% for the ball game. That's strong work. Now here's the 0-2. It's a comebacker to the mound. That's an out.
He's out.
Now batting,
Curtis
third
Mead
baseman,
digs in now.
Curtis Mead.
Counts 1-0.
The Shuckers up big in this game. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Still good life on that pitch late in this game. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one is foul. We'll see another. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Will Simpson getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1 offering. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. This pitch popped up. And that's the end of the inning. Still, we go to the 8th. Coming up to the dish for Biloxi, Vladimir Restituyo. On the ground to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. At the plate, fielder. And that one fouled off. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Throw to first, safe. Man on at first, Whit Merrifield. Now at the plate, he's already homered in this ball game. And a good fastball to start off. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw. And that leaves them with runners at first and second. He's just unconscious at the plate these days. Another big game here. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. A 3-run rocket. His second of the night. And they add on. It's 14-0. One down. Digging in for the Shuckers.
Number
Gil
72,
Lara.
Jonathan Hernandez.
He swings and fouls one off. Right through there for a strike. I think he had to be sitting on something else. That one was piped, and he didn't swing. Probably the best pitch he'll get in this AB. It's ball 1. I love watching grinders like him at the plate. He can really drive up the pitch count in a hurry. Pitchers, on the other hand, hate hitters like this. Still just 1 out here in the inning. Hard ground ball, base hit. Here's the left fielder, J.D. Martinez. On the ground to short, could be 2. Fires over to first. They get the out on the safe play, but I think they could have tried for 2. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, David Peralta. Line drive. Base hit. Coming to the plate. Throw off line, runner scores. And they extend their lead.
Now batting, number 36.
2 outs and a runner at first. The third baseman, the next to hit. Swing and a foul straight back. 0-1 now. Cut on and miss, 96-mile-per-hour heater. That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. Up the middle. Play made, that ends the inning. So it's all set for the bottom of the 8th. Digging in for the Biscuits, Tatum Levins. That one fouled off. Fastball in for a strike. You can tell he's locked in right now. Really knows what he's doing with every pitch. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. Now the left fielder, Brock Jones. There's a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Next one's fouled back. Just a hair behind on that fastball. He's got to get the swing going earlier. Fights it off, we'll see another. That one a little bit high. What a take with 2 strikes. The strikeout there, 2 away. And now it's going to be Mac Horvath.
Aye.
And here's the 0-2. Set down looking. Nice job out there as he gets them 1-2-3 through 8 full. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Stepping to the plate for Biloxi, Anthony Rizzo. Foul ball there. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ty Cummings preparing to come on if needed. Wild getting loose as well. Runner at first. Next up, Vladimir Restituyo.
Ball, that's just out. Nope, inside, ball 2. Hey!
Maybe a two ball, 5. To second, but it's offline. It can be hard to stay mentally locked in when you're getting blown out. Part of growing as a ball player for him is learning to deal with adversity. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. What a sinker he's got. Tons of dive on that pitch. Usually a sinker is designed to get ground outs, but he gets batters to swing and miss at it. Couldn't hold back, rung up on strikes. And a strikeout, that's out number 1 here in the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Fly ball, right field. And it drops in. And they stop the runner at third, so bases loaded with one
Now
away.
back, the catcher, Damian Miller.
Ripped, but it curls foul. This one absolutely clobbered. You can forget it. That's a grand slam. Blasted that one out of here. That's home run number 3 of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 19-0. It's always nice to see a team effort come together like this. They set the table for him, and he unloaded the bases with the grand slam. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Jonathan Hernandez departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
So a lefty out of the pen. Nathan
Number
Lavender.
64.
Not easy to come out of the bullpen trailing by this much. It can be hard to get quite as fired up for it. We'll see if that affects his focus here. Now, Gil Lara. Late swing, fouled it off. And the 0-1 now. Little chopper rolls foul. 0-2 now. Ball
One
one there.
ball, 2 strikes.
4 runs already this inning. Here in the top of the 9th. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Swing, and that ball's smashed on a line. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 30, J.D.
Here's the left fielder, J.D. Martinez. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup. And you have... to think the manager is pleased with that. Swings through it.
0-1's the count.
And that's ripped into right. And foul ball. Couldn't hold back, rung up on strikes. Inning over, but the damage certainly done. Bottom 9, coming up to the dish for Montgomery, Jalen battles. Swing and a foul straight back. Late swing, fouled off. 0-2, and the delivery. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Swings through it for the K. Leadoff hitter retired here in the 9th. Next up for the Biscuits, Ricardo Genoves.
0-1.
Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Battling here, fouls it away. The Biscuits with plenty of ground to make up here in the last half of the 9th. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ben Sheets gives way. Great performance on the mound in this one. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with
now pitching for Biloxi, number 61.
0-2, rocks and fires.
Zach.
Fights the 2-strike pitch
Jackson.
off to the right. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Only 1 out remaining. So it's their last chance of the ball game. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. I'm sure he wants that pitch back. Just misses the mark outside the zone. I know it turned out to be a ball, but it very well could have. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That is the ball game. The Shuckers take this one in a blowout.
Here in Milwaukee, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. Here's a speed threat, Nasim Nunez. And that one lifted in the air center field. Brings it in, and a quick out, number one. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Miranda. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Carlos Correa, the next Twin up to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Contreras puts it away, and that is that. We go to the bottom of the first. This is Bryce Terang. Swinging a foul straight back. Back to right. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Line drive. Makes the grab, 1 down. Now it's the DH, Jose Iglesias.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seen the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact. And that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
He swings and fouls one off. Yelich with a couple of homers at his last game. That one ripped. Back there. And that one's gone.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
0-1.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Hot shot to third. Whips it to first. And that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Yelich should have it. Makes the catch for the out. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Wallner in his second season hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Chorio pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. There's the strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
2 outs. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and here is William Contreras. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
What are you doing, William Contreras?
Umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Here's a rocket out to left. That's a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He'll score the sac fly, and they're up by 3.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Wallner. 2 away.
Up next,
Bryce Terrell now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Lopez with a move to first. And he's back in there. And that one fouled off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out. The inning is over. They get 2 runs on. Back here at American Family Field, now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. In the air, left side. Yelich should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's going to be Harrison Bader. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Whips it across. Bader is out. Here's the center fielder, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. And that drops in for a strike. Kiersey with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Jose Iglesias.
Lopez back to work. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out. So, man aboard. Next for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. He's already homered in this game. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Larnach pulls it down, and there's 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. 2 away now. Up now for Milwaukee, William Contreras. Reached on an infield single his first time. There's a swing and a drive. 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now here is Jackson Chourio.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Movement in the bullpen. Chris Paddock warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Castellano warming up as well. Correa over to first. They limit the damage here. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here in Milwaukee, start of the 4th, and stepping in is the speedy Nasim Nunez. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's just foul. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player.
No ball. 2 strike.
Swing and a miss. Freddie Peralta with the strikeout.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
And a pitch. And that drops in for a strike. The Twins hitless so far in the game. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Terang drops into the glove, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Garrett Mitchell. In the air, left field, Larnach. 1 away. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Center field, Kiersey. Makes the grab. That's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Kiersey makes the catch, and that'll do it. And we're back. Here's Royce Lewis. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Lewis in his 4th year, 25 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Yelich hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Matt Wallner will hit next. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Here's Trevor Larnach. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Into center. It's going to fall for a hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. Harrison Bader, the next Twin up to hit. First time up, he grounded to 3rd. That misses, and that is ball 1. And that's in there for a strike. A slider that finds the mark. And that one hammered way back there. See you later. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-4.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That does it for Freddie Peralta. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 48.
Next to hit, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And here is Nasim Nunez. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air, left field. Yelich squeezes it, and that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. All even now at 4 apiece. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Fouled off left side.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 1 down. So here's the Brewers DH, Jose Iglesias, 1 for 2. Foul ball there. Line to left. Larnach makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Tied at 4. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that's going to bang against the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Kiersey makes the grab on the run. Top of the 6th inning. And now for the Twins, Jose Miranda. Ray back to work. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Out to center. Mitchell going after it. And there's 1 down. And here comes Carlos Correa.
Shortstop, Carlos.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Gone. A solo shot. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 5-4. So 2 away with nobody on. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching for the Brewers, Number 62, Jose.
Check swing, called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Twins get one on this homer. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show. Back here at American Family Field. Well, we go bottom six. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Grounds one to short. Correa throws to first in time. One up, one down.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Larner sizing this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there's two away. Garrett Mitchell, the next to hit. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now a rip into left center. He's got it, and that's the inning. No runs. Back here in Milwaukee, top of inning number 7. Now, Ryan Jeffers. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Late swing fouled off. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Larner in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Swinging a foul straight back. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Bader in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. That one lifted to left. Yelich should have it. And that's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Griffin Jacks.
Number 22.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one to first, but it kicks foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
To the right side, makes a sliding stop, and they get the out. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Kiersey. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Jose Iglesias up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. In the air to left center. Larnach makes the play, and the inning is over. And will.
That's ball 4.
Now pitching for the Twins.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Danny Coulombe.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 0-2.
Ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He jacks that one out to left. His 16th homer of the year, and we're starting over. It's 5-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. And that's some serious exit velo. Pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
That's to third. Lewis throws to first. Now 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Jackson Chourio. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
Strike 1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Brock Stewart warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Topa getting cranked up as well. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the 0-2. Out to short. Sends it across the first. And that is the. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
Ball 4. Take the base.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Yohan Duran.
Now
save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Mitchell now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Not close with that one, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Check swing, and he held up. That one to first, Miranda. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Ortiz now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That one hit to right. And that's a fair ball.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now a chance for Sal Frelick. Tap foul at the plate. Clips the corner. That is strike two.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum.
To second for one, and it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a two-base error. Here at the bottom of the ninth, one out. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Tying run at the plate. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
To the right side, and it goes just foul. The tying run at the plate. High fly ball out to center field. Kiersey drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit. So last chance for the Brewers. Jose Iglesias up now for the Brewers. He's been a great free agent sign. On the ground right side, Nunez. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins, even this series, up at a game apiece.
Trailing by 4 runs can be pretty tough, especially when there's good pitching on the other side. But these players just kept...